A perspective that really resonates with me is one that we are in a spiritual war of sorts. And who knows exactly when it started, but it's not like the world wars of the past that were fought with bullets and guns and tanks. This war is fought every single day in the minds of the people, and what actions they take, what thoughts they have, where they spend their money, how they treat others. All of this contributes to the larger collective consciousness and experience that we're all going through. Every single day we have the choice to become a better person. We can spend our money in places where it's more appreciated, it doesn't get circulated back into the hands of our enemies, so to speak. We can make decisions that are more aligned with an evolved way of being and closer to the divine and God. We can learn more about this reality, learn more about ourselves and become more empowered, realizing that we are incredibly powerful beings, and getting closer to our own internal divinity, to me, is a very powerful thing. And that's something we can do every single day. We can learn more, we can read more, we can listen to podcasts, we can sit and contemplate and think about this reality and think about ourselves and who we are. We can psychologically analyze ourselves and get better understanding of our limiting thought patterns, and not just our limiting thought patterns, but our actual positive things about ourselves as well, and go into that, hone that, develop our strengths, find what our true passion is, what our calling is. And of course we all need money to survive, and there's nothing wrong with having a job to get the money to then focus on a passion in the longer term. But ideally we'd want people that are doing what they love, that gives them just the natural joy and juice of being alive. We want people to be paid for that. And I think the choice is there for many people, for everyone I suppose, that if they want to follow the path of a heart, their path of a heart, and find what their true calling is in this world. And you might have a few things, a few talents that you can do that you just absolutely exceed in, and your heart is just alive, and you are alive and full of vital energies just by doing whatever it is, whatever act of service it is. A task is to think about the problems we're facing as a collective, what humanity's going through right now, and think about what services you can provide to solve these problems and sort of match them up. I recently did this with a Excel document. I went through some of the problems that I think we're facing as a collective, and I listed all of the things that I can provide, services that I can do and stuff, and matched the two together, and that can, help with this, and this can help with that. It's a very powerful exercise, simple, doesn't take too long. Things like that. That's how I believe we win this. And if we want to live in a free and harmonious society, and I do believe, maybe in my lifetime, in our lifetime, we'll see a true victory for freedom-loving people, but in the future, there will be a world much more harmonious than the one we're living in. I just think it's going to have a much more evolved population in it, a much more spiritually evolved population. So, it begins with us making the conscious choice every single day to do our part in this spiritual battle, and comparing it to how the battles were fought in previous eras. I think this one's in many ways easier, in other ways it's challenging in different ways, because it's a bit more hidden and it's a bit more of an individual choice. And in some other ways it's incredibly challenging to actually have the emotional development and spiritual maturity to take upon these greater tasks of fighting in this spiritual war whilst keeping yourself alive as a human in a modern day world. And there's many other facets to this. But you can do your part. You want to live in a free and better world? Treat people better. Spend your money more wisely. Become the best you can be. Spiritually evolve. Get closer to God. All these amazing things. And we can live and create a better world.